Welcome to Wise Beyond Bitcoin, where you come for education, analysis, and opportunities in blockchain and crypto. My name is Lucas. Pardon me. Excuse me. And look, we almost have 1,000 subscribers. If you're watching this, you might help us get there. And we appreciate all the support. Hit the thumbs up and drop a comment below if you're aware of some really cool projects, some developments happening in blockchain and crypto, because we can only take in so much at a time. This is such a fast growing, emerging space. We do as much research as we can and share what we can, but obviously there's more happening than we can partake in. That being said, we're all over the place. If you'd like to be all over the place and learn about crypto all over the place, we're not maxis. We're very much into the latest developments in DeFi, the DAO reserve currency movement, NFTs, metaverse, NFTs, and play to earn gaming, which is what we're going to go into today on one of our favorite platforms, Avalanche, one of the top premium blue chip layer one solutions in crypto. Of course, they just did, speaking of blue chip, DeFi Kingdoms on Harmony One is really pioneered gamifying DeFi and with their NFTs and their guards. It's a beautiful system there. And they've teamed up with Avalanche, Crystal Veil launching part of that same community on Avalanche. So that is going to be huge. It is huge, and we'll be big on Avalanche. But this is a different project, one whose financial barrier to entry isn't so high. I mean, you'll find some of these NFT heroes on Harmony One are over $60,000, $70,000 now, right? So that's a little out of our budget. So if you're looking to get in early on some projects with potential, this is not financial advice. This is educational information. This is entertainment. And whatever you play around in these, be willing to watch them go down, go away. And it's a learning lesson. It's the tuition paid to understand more about the ecosystem. That being said, do your own research to be your own bank, DYOR, BYOB. And let's move on. With that being said, there's a lot of opportunities, and very often when you get early on projects, the value of these networks growing as adoption continues, you potential to grow in value with that, right? So going in, well, it's people like seeing this, especially after some corrections. One thing to note as we move on, Ethereum, and this has been noted by others, Bitcoin took a larger dip where you find that the DeFi, the locked value, for many other reasons, it could be utility. But the reality is Ethereum held its value a lot more than Bitcoin during the recent dip and is already shooting past. That being said, Ethereum's scalability, its gas fees, and the reality that when the first car was built, it was never meant for just one road, one lane, one highway. And there are other layer ones that are helping with the trilemma, and DeFi is being built out on Solana, Cardano, Polkadot, beautiful things, Lunaterra, IBC. Avalanche is what we're going to today. Look at that, 14%. No surprise there. And what's going on in Avalanche? Well, let's go check out actually another nifty. When you go to these market caps, you can select blockchain. There are different filters. One of our other favorites, Time Wonderland, we've got some content on that if you'd like to learn more about the beautiful ecosystem around MIM, the DAO reserve currency movement, the Olympus forks. But that being said, this is play to earn gaming on Avalanche. And what's really neat about this, look at that Joe, up 38%. Joe is the blue chip, you would say, DEX AMM on Avalanche. They've got lending, they've got farm, they're just very complete, and they're constantly staying up to date and innovative with whatever's going on in DeFi. So that's another reason why I am bullish, you could say. Snowbank's coming back. Let's see, sheep game. Let's get right to it. Actually, before I get to it, was it down there? Was I going to find it? Was I going to find it for you? It's still, how early are we on the sheep game? Shucks. Oh, there it is. aWOOL. Okay, it's up 36%. Okay. Well, definitely time to get some aWOOL by the time this video was. You have time. You have until December 13th on Monday. They're doing a land sale, which can be acquired with aWOOL at a premium, at a discount, actually. So that's probably a lot of the reasons more people learn about this game and what's going on. It's a fork of the Ethereum built Wolf game, which had some issues. And what's great about early games, when they have issues, you can resolve, solve, and make better. And that's what Sheep Game is. It's an open fork of the old Wolf game with a lot more utility and a lot of innovation. And of course, being built on Avalanche means that the gas fees, being able to operate all the smart contracts, they're not going to, hurt you and make it just egregious, ridiculous to pay. So let's go. Trader Joe, what's going on here? Well, the Sheep Game aWOOL token that's pumping right now just got a new farm on Trader Joe. Trader Joe being the premium Avalanche, right, DEX. So what's going on is it's the Cultivation Club Circular. They are helping, I guess, young and growing protocols with a lot of potential on Avalanche. And we've actually can click on, and I'll leave all links below. We leave all links below so that you can read these at your leisure. And when we get to it, we have them time stamped too. So don't forget that. Yeah, farms open, farms closed. And they're just explaining about the Cultivation Club, dedicating time to exploring the boundaries of this new initiative, defining their purpose and ambitions, the provision of a safe environment where robust discussions can be held and key ideas reassessed is the linchpin of a functioning governance system. So it's part of their governance on Trader Joe, where, a lot of all these DeFi applications, you are part of, when you contribute, you've got the governance tokens, there are votes, and people put this to vote. And so aWOOL Avax was a community decision. And that's what this article is about. It's about their cultivation club and the responsibility people have to partake. And what's happening now is aWOOL is just before a major, I guess, version 2 launch of Sheep Game. They have just acquired a farm on Trader Joe, which is still, the liquidity is still just very, very thin, and it's growing. I can imagine some reward incentives growing for supporting the liquidity pool, not only on Trader Joe for farming, but also as this new release is coming out. So let's get right to it. Sheep Game, what's going on with Sheep Game? So we've got Sheep Game, and now you can go to Trader Joe, and with your Avalanche, you can swap in and out and grab some aWOOL. Right now, it appears that aWOOL, the value is heavily undervalued by what's about to be happening. We'll see. I know that it's my intention to acquire some more, but I always look at supporting the ecosystem in all different ways. When you participate in a network, whether it's staking or providing liquidity, DeFi is built from the ground up. It's a grassroots. This all is grassroots. We wouldn't have exchanges if it weren't for all the individuals out there with their wallets putting some stake up and providing liquidity for others to swap in and out. So with that being said, we are going to support the same thing. We're going to find all pools. Little learning lesson. We're going to provide liquidity for the new aWOOL pool. Well, let's see if I can get right to it. And it's probably going to not be, it's very thin, so it'll probably be a little bit further down. Let me see if I can. Shucks. Nope, that didn't work. Could have had this already waiting to go. Did I miss it? Let me say I did not miss it. No. Okay. We will find this Avax aWOOL. We will find it quickly. This is why you have the timestamps too. There we go. Got it. Boom. And it's wow. All right. Let's support this pool, and we're going to add 50,000 aWOOL, approve aWOOL. And this, we like to do things live action, real time, so that people can see Harmony One, Phantom, Polygon, Avalanche. Pardon me. Trezor. Yes. Let us engage. And it's approving. So when you do smart contracts, obviously there are different steps before you complete the process. Right now, we're approving aWOOL for the first time. Once you approve a contract through your account, you don't have to do it again. So if you're ever to provide liquidity again for aWOOL, you wouldn't have to approve. This is the first time. So now it's approved. And now we click supply, confirm supply. I'm going to hold these. I don't believe that there's a farm for these LP tokens at the moment. And there's right now, why this video is very timely. They're going through a major overhaul, renovation, upgrade to the sheep game system, where they're increasing the utility of the aWOOL token, not just the aWOOL token, but the sheep and wolf NFTs that you can currently mint, show you how to do that, or you can currently purchase directly. But much like DeFi Kingdoms, what could be done with the meta heroes over there, the sheep, the wolves, there will be breeding. There is a whole market and ecosystem being built around the sheep game that looks to be pretty fun. So there we go. We have added a little liquidity to the Trader Joe pool. Congratulations to the Cultivar Club. Thank you for what you're doing. Congratulations to Sheep Game and the community there. So we'll add a little love as you come in. You can do the same thing. It will probably be, I would imagine, a place to take these farm tokens into the game and possibly farm them within the game like they have on Harmony One. I could see that. And also adding value and supporting the beautiful growth going on. Look at Trader Joe: trade, pool, farm, lend, stake, zap. Zap means instead of splitting up your liquidity, you can just go right into a liquidity pool. And instead of splitting up yourself, you can just provide one token and it will automatically zap it and split up for you. So just a lot of neat features. They're staying on the up and up with that. So, okay, we provide some aWOOL. You've noticed that I've still got about 113,000, a little over 100,000. Well, there's a reason why, and I'm going to show you why. So here is, I recommend, of course, you follow Twitter and Discord, seem to be some of the two main, Telegram as well, but really Discord and Twitter, if you want to be abreast of the latest developments and announcements. They have just December 5th, just released their version 2 white paper. And when I say this is all happening right now in the Discord, they've just announced for all of the players, all of the members of the community, to unstake their NFTs, to pull them out of the barn, so to speak, while they implement these changes, because they're going to be releasing land for the first time. The land NFTs to be incorporated in the game are coming out December 13th on Monday. So this is, you're still absolutely very early. And one of the best ways to acquire this land, we're going to get into it right now. I've got the version 2 paper pulled right up. And there you can learn more about it. Not just their white paper is great to read, but also this latest, the version 2. So they're a fork of the Wolf game, as I mentioned earlier, on Ethereum. And they were able to make fix bugs and make a lot of improvements. Been on Avax for a little while, and right now they're going through a major upgrade, and it's with land NFTs. Not just land NFTs, there's a whole thriving ecosystem being built around increasing the utility of the wolves, of the sheep, of aWOOL itself, the native token. So very, very exciting time. And if you'd like to experiment and really kind of get in early on one of these play to earn games in blockchain, I feel this is one of those that isn't quite yet, hasn't priced people out. It's still early enough to where you can become involved. Now, at the moment, it seems that the 5 AVAX is more expensive. As more people realize this, you can see aWOOL really being bought up quickly as we get closer to the 13th, because there is just a limited amount of land, and obviously prestige and premium land will give you more qualities, higher, who knows, so whatever it's called, more utility in the gaming world. So, and of course, if a Gen Zero, I will also show you a marketplace that you can go to if you're like, well, I would like to be prepared before launch and have some Gen Zero sheep or wolves. I'll show you where you can go to purchase those directly, because as I understand it, I've confirmed this on Discord, of course, with another community member. So it's not 100%, but free claim by gen owners means that if you own a Gen Zero sheep or wolf, then you will be able to free claim land that's allotted to you. So that's cool. That's exciting. And with having the sheep and wolf and the land together, I'm pretty sure that there is a combination that are needed to unlock certain utility. Okay, here's the Farmer's Jackpot. They've got games where you can play prize pools, I guess like little lotteries within the sheep game world, and they explain to you how these work. I'm not as much interested in the lottery raffle gaming, although it's pretty neat that there's more utility inside the game, as much as I am the staking and the breeding of the sheep and the whole shearing the wolf. It's pretty neat when you read about the white paper and how the wolves take a percentage of all the wool that's sheared. And there's a potential when you mint a sheep, of course, there's only so many left to be minted, of those sheep being taken by a wolf, which is why you'll find a premium when you go to purchase them a little bit higher than if you were to just go mint it, currently costing 80,000 aWOOL at the moment. I can confirm right here. It tells you at the moment we're getting close, and it takes 80,000 aWOOL to mint. Now, of course, if you mint something now, I minted 2 and I acquired 1. This one is a Gen Zero, just so, because I just learned about this recently in the last week. And as I wrapped my mind around it and figured stuff out, I said, okay, well, now it's time to share it with the crew, which if you're watching this, that is you. And this is what's up right now. Don't stake. They've made an announcement not to stake and to wait until the new release. In fact, they've told all the previous members who had been staking to unstake and wait for this new release. But when you have wolves, you can stake your wolves. And when you have sheep in the barn, you can stake your sheep. They're adding land coming the 13th, which will be able to be minted, purchased, more announcements on that coming soon. All right, so you know about Trader Joe, where you can acquire aWOOL. You know about where you can come and mint at a low cost. You can come mint some sheep right now for 80,000 aWOOL, which, what is that? What does 80,000 aWOOL go for right now? Let's see. So for 1.3 Avax, you can mint a sheep, possibly earn a wolf out of that. You'll get a generation 1, obviously not a Gen Zero, because they're already past the Gen Zero minting phase. Now, if you come over to NFT trade, this is the NFTtrade.com. We'll leave this link below as well. Leave a link for sheep game. Leave a link for the Trader Joe cultivar tweet. Read on that paper. And for the sheep game tweet on their V2 and the V2 paper, and NFT trade. This is one of the 0 transaction fees on NFT trade currently. This is amazing. So swapping and buying and selling over here on NFT Trade on the Avalanche network is where it's happening. Make sure you don't get scammed. There are people who make fake, when they see something popular, they'll make fake versions. And so I will link this below so you make sure that you've got the right contract number. And then when you've got that, you're good to go. And you can see there's I'm giving you the alpha. Literally, this is the alpha, the crypto alpha, because you can choose what alpha score you want your wolves. The higher the score, the more powerful it goes to the wolves when they are taking their percentage, when they're taking sheep, or I guess whatever they take from the aWOOL out of the barn, their percentage. The higher the ranking of the wolf, the higher percentage chance that he will be the one who gets it. So 8 better than 7, better than 6, better than 5, right? And what else rarity you've got? You can Gen 0, Gen 1. And right now, if you click Gen 0, that is what will get free land. So we will do Gen 0, and let's reset this with the Gen 0 filter. And let's list from lowest to highest. And let's scroll down. So it costs 1.3 to mint one, but at the moment you can see there's these deals, there's not too many of them that last, but for 1.8 Avax, you would be able to, and of course, if you mint it, you run the risk of not getting it because a wolf can take it. That does happen. Rarely, but it does. So when you come and purchase one, you don't run the risk of a wolf taking it. And if it's a Gen 0, then you guarantee yourself a free claim of land, which has a value of 100,000 aWOOL. So, you do your own research, do your own math on what you think is a better value. That's why after minting and learning more, I said, well, you know what? I think I would like to have at least one Gen 0 so I can see how this operates and take it further. We'll keep you updated as we learn how this game develops. Start out with a little flock. And if you'd like to join the flock, I hope you found this information useful and walking you through it. We provide liquidity. Doing a swap is a lot easier than providing liquidity. At least you see it here on Trader Joe. And at the moment, if you can acquire aWOOL at these rates, it appears that there's a lot of pressure as we get closer to the land launch for the prices of the land to really harmonize and balance out with the prices. And when you start to see how much the Generation 0 wolves cost right now and some of these other NFTs, but it's neat. Remember, all these NFTs previously only had limited utility, creating aWOOL. Now they're about to be a lot more dynamic depending upon the kind of land you're in. So there's prestige land, premium land, common land. Premium land, if you have a Gen 0 owner of one of these NFTs, you will be able to free claim some land. So you have until December 13th to acquire a Gen 0 sheep or wolf. Now, if you have a balance of aWOOL available, 100,000 aWOOL at least, you will be able to acquire prestige land. When that runs out, the only land that will be left available will be common land, and it will cost 5 Avalanche. So you can see a lot of bullish pressure on aWOOL. Hopefully not. If you're aWOOL, maybe play some aWOOL. aWOOL and what happens after this, after the land is minted, there's a limited supply. After that's all gone, the only way to acquire aWOOL is going to be outside of Trader Joe within the game as it's minted by these NFTs. So really neat, really cool what's going on over here. Obviously, play to earn gaming on these different networks. It's like everything else. It's high risk. It's a lot higher risk than just having Avalanche and staking it natively in your wallet and supporting the network that way. In this way, you're taking a portion and you're looking at ways to support DeFi ecosystems and to be, if you're supporting these other like play to earn that may be of value and utility and grow in the future, and you get in early, well, you see how that works. And hopefully this may be one of those opportunities that we can all enjoy and appreciate together. We make mistakes. We've made a lot. I make a lot of mistakes. That's how I learn. And this could be just me being led to the slaughter. That's why just do a little bit and be okay with learning, make it that tuition. But at the same time, put enough in there to where if the game, if it rock and rolls, and shucks, who knows, I'd be giving little sheep, breeding sheep, giving little NFT gifts for Christmas to the children. Can you imagine? I mean, look, if you've got children that you're already going out there buying PS5s and 3s and LMNOPs and all those several $100, gaming equipment stuff, buy a few $100s worth of NFTs and put this in their hand and teach them how to play some of these games, and they'll be paying for their own college. Heck, they'll be paying for your next house. They'll be paying for the family vacation on just an idea. All right. Make sure that they get their education, right? Blockchain and developing. Okay. So I think we've covered it all. I'm going to leave all these links below. Let's see, play to earn gaming, Avalanche, still early. We went through the V2 paper. To the part I really want to get to was the land. Of course, they're going to do other utility for aWOOL. And yeah, make sure you join the Discord that they have. They're always putting out late announcements and information. In fact, this is where I found out their announcements about making sure that everyone unstakes to be ready. So yeah, come on, check it out. Join the conversation. Sheep follow sheep. Post your Twitter feed, and they will follow you, and you follow them. And as the community grows, still early in blockchain, still early in crypto, still early in DeFi, still early in the day. So you guys have a beautiful day. Namaste.